Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the second of 2 videos today.
But first, a word from our sponsor right now, Gfuel. Alex, tell them what do you got there?
This is the Gfuel protein. It's brand new. So if you're looking for a pick-me-up in the afternoon and something that's going to, satiate yourself a little bit, prevent yourself from snacking, this is just good.
I got the chocolate one. I just finished my workout today, so I needed my protein. I got some chocolate.
Were you on Instagram do a finger day?
No, I actually went to the gym and did chest. Today was
Chocolate,
chesticles.
chocolate good. That flavor not bad.
I like
that
mocha.
flavor very bad.
They don't like coffee
I
over there.
fucking hate that flavor. Like we did, what is it? We've tasted like over 100 Gfuels. I'm allowed to say I hate the fucking what is it?
Coffee.
French vanilla. Because I just
Everyone
don't like
has a
coffee.
different taste.
Yeah.
No,
I don't like coffee.
I'm the same way.
We're not coffee people.
But then you can check out the chocolate one. I like the mocha one as well.
Actually, does taste exactly like coffee. So you got it right, but I hate it.
So click those links down below. Get yourself 20% off. And, lots of news today.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Did you know that originally when Redfall came out, there were people who spent $100 on it?
Idiots!
Hey, they didn't know, Joe. They were just excited about a new vampire game.
They could have got it on Game Pass.
Arcane. Like, this was
Game
one of the
Pass.
epic failures. Oh, yeah. Well,
Why would you spend
I don't know,
$100?
because they really like the developers. They're like, oh, man, I want all this extra content that they're going to give me. Honestly, I completely forgot that there was like some kind of special edition. Alex,
He's like, Redfall,
what the
Redfall.
fuck was in it?
Not even the mothers of the developers of Arcane wanted to pay for this fucking game. They sold a Bite Back edition, which you got...
Bite back.
There was
It
a-
bites your wallet back.
Yeah. You got a laser beam skin, a tactical knife, stake weapon attachment, and then there was alternative outfits for the main characters, but it also included a hero pass for 2 future heroes.
Is it out yet now?
We ain't got no...
There's no heroes. They didn't bother fucking releasing the heroes. They just kind of forgot that they even the developers forgot that they promised heroes.
Holy
They're like,
shit,
oh,
we made Redfall?
We gotta go
May
back to work.
2nd. Yeah, that was like about a year ago.
Yeah. So last November, they said, we're continuing development of the Hero Pass, and we're excited to share more about Redfall's new heroes and other updates later next year. That was in November. We are in May. No one is playing this game.
2 DLC heroes missing in action a year later.
And they took your money.
Yes.
They took your money.
On Steam, they concurrent is usually around 50 people, but most people probably play it on Game Pass because it's included. Because playing this for free or with something you've already purchased is probably the only way to play it because this game is not good.
It is not. Why would anybody still be playing it though?
Yeah. So
I'd rather play Back for Blood.
The Bite
better
Back
than this
Pass.
one.
it is.
This man, you're embarrassing my city. God damn it, Arcane Austin.
No, this is Boston.
Yeah.
This is
Boston,
This
Texas.
is Boston, Texas.
I thought we
We're
lived in
Austin.
Boston, Texas.
We're Austin. That's Boston, Texas.
Austin, Massachusetts. Yeah. So I guess we have more to look forward to. Is this another update? You were talking about playing Starfield.
It's funny because, I'm looking at the advertisement. They didn't even show back then what the heroes looked like. That's why you forgot. They're in silhouette, and you can't even see them. Cool, what?
Yeah, you call your XX.
No, one of the player characters will be the X because it's already made and
That's
they'll have to do
actually
anything.
probably
And then the other one will just be
what one of them is. So you can
one
play
has
a
glasses.
vampire.
It's definitely not Jody or whatever it is. But yeah, you said that you're going to play Starfield when the new update comes out. When the Hero Pass comes out, you want to play this?
Put that up there.
Don't.
No.
Because it's not a DLC.
Because that means we're going to have to play Alex.
Yeah.
No.
I uninstalled everything. I can't get it back.
You can't get it back?
No,
It's
I
on
think
Game
it's like
Pass,
corrupt or something.
Oh, yeah.
The files,
On
and
Game
it
Pass?
just doesn't work that way. I don't know.
Game Pass.
Yeah, no, the files for Redfall are just
On
super
Game.
corrupt. They're like, hey, you can't play this game, just you. I was like, that's fine.
Well, you and almost every other person on Earth because only 50 people are playing this at any given time. So
Nice.
it must be a widespread problem. That's what it is.
That's more than Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Jam.
Hasbro has been making dirty, filthy money based on games not made by them in this last year. So Monopoly Go, billions of
Monopoly
dollars,
Go, yeah,
which is wild to me. And the Baldur's Gate 3, one of the best games ever made, not made by Hasbro, and Hasbro for the most part has not been doing well. People don't give a shit about a lot of their products. They have some divisions doing well, but most of the divisions are not doing well, so they're squeezing those other divisions pretty hard. So what Hasbro has said is they're putting $1 billion down to make some video games. So they've got a bunch of them in development.
Okay. Well, hopefully we get more stuff like, I don't know,
Like
Baldur's Gate rather than that Dark Alliance game that we played.
Oh, with the snot armor.
That's not armor, yes.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to do more of that, but
Booger armor.
they're looking at the numbers of Monopoly Go. They might want to go.
Yeah,
that
probably
direction.
going towards
Mobile?
mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't even know if Candyland is Hasbro, but I mean, come on. You know,
You make some money that way.
make some money. So they're working on a game called Snake Eyes. So it's G.I. Joe. It's made by Atomic Arcade.
Mobile.
And they're saying it's not your daddy's G.I. Joe. I don't know what that means, but
I guess us.
are you excited?
What?
So wait, so they're talking to people that are young, and so that would
Atomic
be
Arcade.
so not my G.I. Joe,
G.I. Joe.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're the age of the.
G.I. Joe Snake Eyes game gets thumbs
You're like the
up.
grandfather of the people they're going after. There's an Austin, Texas-based studio, Skeleton Key, is making a spooky game for them.
Okay.
It just says doing something spooky.
Okay, we'll see if it's good. If it's good, then that's Austin. If it's
I'm always
bad,
down.
then it's Boston.
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 I'm always down
Boston.
for horror games.
Invoke Studios is working on a Dungeons & Dragons game. They haven't said anything beyond that. And so BioWare veterans from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, so James Olin is working on a new franchise for them called Exodus. So a bunch of other stuff. They're just going to try to save what they've got because the people aren't buying their toys anymore. So they need to find new ways to milk people. I've got a interesting news story about a priest who allegedly spent $40,000 on
Allegedly.
Candy Crush using the church's credit card.
I was going to say he's making good money.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was so allegedly, but he got arrested for it. So allegedly used a church credit card to spend over $40,000 on power-ups in mobile games Mario Kart Tour and Candy Crush over a 3-year span.
What?
Nice.
So,
Wasting his fucking flocks money on microtransactions.
40?
Worshipping false idols. What a fucking asshole. And you keep your mouth shut. No jokes this
I told you I would not.
I'm looking at him.
I
He's
told you I
about to
wouldn't.
let it out. At least he's not spending
Assume
money.
the worst, and then I went a step further, and that's what we'll just say. Okay, that's
it. No joke. You do the jokes in the
in
comments
your
down
mind.
below.
Yeah. And
What else?
And just know that I applaud you. And so, he got arrested. He posted his bail. And they found out because they went through and they found, quote, an astronomical amount of Apple transactions.
Jesus.
Where he's buying power-ups.
Literally, Jesus.
Power-ups, baby.
Is there a fucking Jesus clicker game where, he like...
There is a
You
Jesus,
can't say things like that to me because I'm not allowed to joke about
there
this
is
stuff.
a Jesus game that I wanted to try. It's like a Jesus simulator or something like that.
Yeah, walk on water or something like that.
And you start healing people.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready to move on.
We're ready.
yeah,
He's holding
yeah,
his
yeah.
tongue. So let's see. Anything else?
Yes, you wanna talk about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Donations. There's an app where you just, press donations over and over. That's what he's doing. He's using the donations on the DLC microtransactions. So he's got like the best Madden team. He's got like the best soccer
Best of
team in
everything.
FIFA.
It's got to be soccer.
And he's like, well,
Football. It's football,
yeah.
not soccer.
So this is only because I'm spreading the word of God through these games. That's why God wanted me to have the best team, because if he lost, that would
School
be
these kids.
embarrassing
But
to
it's
God.
Super Mario Kart, though.
And
And
okay.
Candy Crush. So I don't...
All right.
All right, let's talk about Sony and their bad decisions. This is a long developing story, so we're going to start from the beginning. Helldivers came out, was made by Sony. Really great game. Servers didn't work in the beginning, but absolutely great game. Now, there was something in the terms and conditions at the very beginning where Sony had always said that they want you to have a PSN account to play the game, but it was not enforced, and it was sold on Steam to people in hundreds of different countries. And then Sony made the decision that everyone who plays this game has to have a Sony account. Well, most people don't want a Sony account. Sony every now and then gets breached, and then they lose all of their data. Sometimes these companies can take pools of data, and then they could sell them to other people. Or sometimes people just don't want to log into another service when they've already done this. So it was a massive massive bad move because they immediately got hundreds of thousands of negative Steam reviews.
Negative, overwhelmingly negative.
Yes, and people were absolutely pissed.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, absolutely. Arrowhead Studios said, they were kind of alluding to the fact that it's like
hands are tied.
Yeah, it's like this is bad. You got us right in the review score. They even some of their community managers were like, look, if you want, you can leave a review, and I will pass it on to the people that would look at it, which is Sony. Mm-hmm. So a massively bad thing. And the big issue was that it was 177 countries and territories that can't get PSN accounts. And so PlayStation Network accounts are only available in certain places, which is bonkers. And so there's a lot of people that couldn't get in there. There's people who tried to set one up via VPN, got banned. So at the start of the story, horrible.
It is fucked up. Like
Sony is fucking clueless, man.
Well,
they have to, all this
Sony's
success is
shit.
despite the goddamn suits over there in fucking Sony HQ or Japan, wherever they're hanging out, making these dumbass decisions. It's fucking stupid, man, and it just pisses me off. And it sucks because the fallout falls on Arrowhead. They're like, hey, I don't have anything to do with this, and got mass downvotes on motherfucking Steam.
Yeah,
big time,
huge. It was
fucking
awful.
Obliterated.
And then all these people bought the game, and then we're told 177 countries. You already purchased the game. It's a live service game. These things become almost a hobby, right? They become something that you get home, you want to play with the people that you meet online, or your bros. And 177 countries they're removed from sale because they're like, look, I guess we can't sell it to people who can't play the game, and so they took it away. Well, democracy works, right? And although we thought I was coming into Monday, like everything was written.
Spread democracy.
That it was going to continue this way, and Sony was going to do the dumbest thing possible. But Sony has said, fine, we are going to finally let you play this game without a PSN account. So they've rolled back these requirements. They backtracked on everything. And again...
Fuck off. Still, though. Like, we've been saying it. Sony does not get along with others. They're pieces of shit.
Always, yes. They're the ones that, if you've ever wondered why games don't have crossplay, Sony was the one that said no. Mm-hmm. The developers wanted it, Sony said no. Xbox wanted it, Sony said no. So it's one of the reasons we've been kind of negative from the development side about Sony. But they have walked it back. So you happy about that?
No.
Yeah, we got to win. It's just a fucking shame that we have to slap them in the face. Why do they make such backward decisions? Why do we have to correct it for them? It's so stupid. It's so anti-consumer. It's, I guess they don't like making money, and just they don't like positive successes.
They definitely don't like making money because they're trying to buy Paramount right now. And I don't know if you've seen any of the shit that Paramount's been making.
Yeah. No, I think that transaction's going to go through. It's another great decision by Sony.
It was a great show. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure they're going to
Knuckles is so
Knuckles
good.
and Halo and like all that other stuff.
We gave a 2 out of 10, too. Not because we hate Knuckles, because we hate Wade.
And his family.
Wade Whipple.
He's definitely the star of the show.
But, yeah, no, it sucks because, everybody loves Helldivers. Hell, I was even watching a video here of Casper Van Dien. Somebody got him to react to all of the Helldivers 2 stuff. This guy's cool as fuck, man. And yeah, he gives it a 10 out of 10, boy. It's a tribute to Starship Troopers. It's quite wonderful, and it is. It really is.
It's a really fun game.
And it's funny because Sony owns Starship Troopers 2 and then Helldivers. Man, they should make a movie, okay? Make a Helldivers fucking movie. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Sony said that having a PSN account is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. I don't buy that shit.
Me neither.
Sony needed more. Sony's been reporting that not enough people are signing up for PSN for a long time. They want more people. That data is incredibly valuable, which is why so many software services, everything's free, and because you are actually the product. They want your data. And so that's what they wanted to do. They got their hand caught in the cookie jar. They didn't think that a massively successful game that is universally loved by its player base and critics alike, this was a perfect opportunity. But rightfully so, everyone got so pissed that that they did it. Now, what's unfortunate is they still kind of get what they want because how many people signed up for a PSN account immediately because they were never not going to play Helldivers.
Right. They're like, fuck,
so,
I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
What happened was
Grudgingly had to do it.
Yeah, Arrowhead loses loses face. They became the martyr for this. Sony still kind of gets what they want, and I don't know. This is horrible.
It's bad, but I'm happy they kind of fixed it because they have like a new DLC coming up this week. Actually, new armor.
I
new
just can't
guns.
believe them assholes delisted it from 177 countries.
Yeah.
Over this, like, what compels you to make a decision? Yeah. Let's remove for sale our most popular game because we want to sell your information, I guess. And we want your email. We want you to be on our fucking newsletter. Basically, is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
It is.
I mean, it could have been that Steam came after them and said, "Look, you can't sell a game into regions where you won't let these people play."
Doesn't make sense.
Sony
Where it got delisted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Sony doesn't like doing refunds, and so people were actually getting refunds, and rightfully so, because it's like, I paid for this game, you won't let me play this game, and so it's a big deal when people are actually getting it. I imagine money is the reason they did this, because I think Sony would have sacrificed Arrowhead to get what they wanted, which is unfortunate.
It's like one of the best live action games right now.
Oh, a live service game?
Live service.
Yeah.
Live service.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
But
All right. Anything? You got a couple other ones?
Yeah, so previously from before, let's see. We'll go ahead and take Apex Legends first. New Apex Legends trailer gets us a look at Alter Season 21
This one
and
has
the return
turquoise.
of the
New
solos. I
colors.
think it's let's see. It's a female champion. She's got some kind of scorpion tail looking thing that can come over her head or something. I don't know. Looks interesting. It's just I think that we had burnt out on Apex Legends, but
Yeah.
an interesting champion might be able to pull me back. She doesn't look too bad. It's just that. Apex Legends is winding down, in my opinion. But they say, no, that's not true. Season 21, Upheaval. This drops this week, May 7th. So this is tomorrow. Are we going to jump in, boys?
I mean, it would be.
What?
You would
We'd
have
just
to.
get our-
You'd have to force me to, because I definitely don't want to play Apex.
We'd get smashed.
Oh,
yeah, for
Because
sure.
we've been out of the FPS game for a while, playing a lot of strategy games. Let's see. Speaking of strategy games, you remember Total War Pharaoh? That was overpriced, and they had to lower the price, and they were like, yeah, nobody wanted it. Sorry. This is going to get a free expansion size. It's going to add 4 new factions for free. So that's pretty cool.
do you have it?
Did I buy it? Yeah,
Oh.
I bought it. I got pissed off because it wasn't. It's like, this is not a $60 game. What the hell? Also, we have a new Lord of the Rings game. What? Oh my
Is
God!
it the
Is that
remake
gonna
of the
be?
Two Towers?
Is it a
like
remake
that
of
one.
Golem? Are they doing Golem again? I thought that studio shut down. Golem? No, it's not Golem. Don't worry about that.
Golem 2 was sweet.
It is kind of annoying that they're calling it a Lord of the Rings game because it's actually a Hobbit game. So motherfucking call it a Hobbit. The full title of this Weta Workshop upcoming game is called Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game.
They want to make sure.
they had
Hey,
to make
this is a Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, because look, the original is just like Tales of the Shire, real big, and you're like, well, is that we want to let everybody know that we're paying a 15% licensing fee to use that, and so at there it says a Lord of the Rings game. So based upon the trailer, I don't know, what is this, Alex?
It's a cozy 3D-ish Stardew.
Stardew?
Yeah,
Okay, it's gonna be pretty hard to fuck that up.
So I mean, these games are insane. Like I'm like honestly very excited for Haunted Chocolatier. Can't wait for that to come out. These games have a time and place.
What is Haunted Chocolatier?
It's the guy who made Stardew Valley. It's his next game coming out.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they make games where you just kind of sit back. You're watching something on the TV and you're like making turnips, and you go pet your cow, and then you make a farm. And
Well,
then,
what is Haunted? Is it
it's like
a horror?
I imagine it's another cozy type thing where there's like ghosts and you're making chocolate for them or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Chocolate for ghosts.
Hey man, I don't judge.
There are other
I'm
games
still
like that?
updating my gas station.
Oh, you play? Yeah. So there's those types of games. There's one where you run a bathhouse for demons and spirits, and you have to like make sure that all those demons
Everyone's
go
nice
away.
and cozy.
Right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so it's like that's this type of game. It looks like the problem is it looks horrible visually. I hate everything the way that this game looks. It looks like a mobile iPad game with, and you said Weta.
Yeah.
You think like it's gonna look amazing. I don't think this looks.
That's
very
not what Stardew Valley looks like?
No.
It's got a cartoony look?
good. No, Stardew Valley looks more like a Game Boy Advance top-down type game.
Cool. All right, well, Lord of the Rings. If you really like Lord of the Rings, if you really like Stardew Valley, you're going to have an options. And Hobbits. You're going to have Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game.
No one gets left behind.
But they
Except
do.
everybody gets left
No
behind.
one gets left
my
behind.
ankle. Well,
Kill him.
There's a tablets was in this game, Joe. And then
not
Saruman
that
comes
bad.
up,
Not
and they
that
go
bad.
clubbing, and then she
Clubbing?
twerks on him. Yeah. Anyways, and then finally, let's see. What else do I got? Oh yeah, Manor Lords. Manor Lords. You know, what is it? One of the city builders was like, man, I'm getting kind of annoyed that everybody keeps saying that Greg is the only one making this a one-man team. That's not who's doing it. So developer of Farthest Frontier took issue with the notion that Manor Lords is a one-person production. He's like, on a call with PC Gamer, Bruno expressed
he's
annoyance
calling him.
over receiving
All right.
feedback that
Non-stop.
assumes Farthest Frontier is being made by a huge development team. It's actually a team of 7, especially when it's compared to the solo developer, Manor Lords
Someone
developer.
sounds a little jealous.
He's like somehow people think we have 60 people or the entire Crate Entertainment team's working on Farthest Frontier and that we're so slow. But one guy is developing Manor Lords, and it drives me nuts. I can get how that would drive somebody else nuts. They're like, dude, why are you not finished with your game? Greg over here is making Manor Lords by himself, and you guys have a whole team and you're not done yet? He's like, yeah, but... And he does point out, to be fair, right? To be fair, Joe, Manor Lords is not being made by just one guy, okay? That's the dispel, so that's why he's pointing out. And then you look at the credits for Manor Lords, and the team size is maybe even larger than ours. Yeah. It's just that Greg is basically, it started with Greg, and then as you get help from the outside, there's little components and stuff like that.
This guy's kind of missing the point that not a million people, which is a huge fucking number of people, didn't buy this game because it was made by one guy. They made the game because it shows a ton of promise, and it's really fun to play. And so it's like, yes, it's a bullet point that he doesn't like. Completely agree it's not made by one person, but it's, I don't know. It seems like a silly complaint.
Yeah.
Well, now everyone's going to take notice of his game, though.
Yeah.
Check out our game. It's made by 7
people, and then you look at the credits, and it's like 65 people. It's like 7 in-house people, and then plus like 4 teams and all.
outsourcing some. Yeah.
Yeah, so Manor Lords is out right now, so go check that one out. This guy's leading up to Farthest Frontier. And yeah, I am looking forward to more content on Manor Lords. Just put up a video on Manor Lords, our impressions of us trying to figure out how to build a successful village. You got to get a church, man. You got to get that church. We tried to do it without the church. Can't do it without the church. Got to make people happy. And Joe's over here like, hell no, we won't go. I don't want to work. I want stuff. And then I'm like, all right, Joe. And then Joe takes over the fucking town. He's like, get to work, you stupid fucking lazy ass people. And I'm like, that's what your tone changed quite a bit there, Joe. Fucking
hey,
asshole.
the happiness went through the roof when I had to go, right?
No.
Be happy.
No.
Smile.
Be happy or else.
Yeah. I just can't wait till it gets out of early access. So it's in early access right now.
I just found it ironic when I was playing again and I built my church, and then the next day, lightning struck and
It burned his church
burned
down.
my church down.
The game burned his church down the second he built it.
Holy shit, Joe, you're more heavy metal than I am.
I was like, holy
bro.
shit, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I had to get the townspeople.
Burning
I was like,
churches
hurry up.
and shit.
Start getting your pail of water.
That's messed up.
Well, my church didn't survive that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before.
Me neither. I was like, oh, that's cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. And click the links down below. Thank you to Gfuel for sponsoring us. Check out their new protein. And we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, everyone.